What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. So we're going to do a quick run through update on the tank here. Filtration, coral, fish, all that stuff. So right off the bat, you guys can see here that I have some new fish. 6 chromis. They're doing good so far. They've been in the tank for 4 days. They were downstairs for 8 days maybe. So yeah, not a full quarantine cycle on these guys, but chromis are a little picky, I think, with quarantine, and I wanted to get them in the tank before they start beating each other up and killing each other. One little suggestion I do have with chromis that's always made me successful with keeping them without getting them all killed up is feed them. Feed them real heavy. They have big appetites. They're constantly moving. They're using up all that energy. So feed them as much as you can throughout the day and night, and you might just have a little bit of a better success with the die-off, I guess you could say. So onward to the coral. We'll do a quick run through. Right off the top here, everything is growing super fast, which is in my eyes kind of odd because the tank is so new. And you know, usually coral do, I would think normally they would do better in a more established tank. This tank is just at 2 months old, and it's doing really good. The zoanthids are starting to spread, and let's see if I can spread. See that right there on those Armageddons? They're actually starting to make their way to the side of the disc and looking for more room to grow. The acans are growing faster than I've ever had them grow before. Let's see if maybe we can see the bottom of this one here. See all those babies under there? Lots of them. Let me see if I can hold this sucker still. There you go. Lots of them there. And then if you come over here to this pink one, look underneath there. Completely surrounded. The whole the whole stony body of the acans are completely surrounded. Also, you can see on this one here that they're starting to grow onto the rocks, which is making me kind of happy. And you know, everything is doing good, real good. The blasto back there, which is my first blasto to actually survive in a tank. You can't tell right now, but it's got tons of babies under that sucker. So, and if you want to go back into my last video and look at this acan here in particular on this square frag plug disc, whatever you want to call it, they were not that big a week ago. They're huge. So, Euphilia's all happy. Duncan's happy. The war coral's good. It's actually totally encrusted on there now. I accidentally touched it the other day, and it did not fall off the rock. It was stuck there. So that's an encrusting encruster, if I say so myself. Everything's doing good. We'll go over here real quick, and then we'll look down at the filtration. So you can see here the Sunny D's. This top left right here, that one's actually off the disc and onto the rock. And the bottom side of this lazy lash zoanthid has like 3 babies on the bottom of the disc. It's getting ready to go. So I'm very happy to say that the fungia that I thought was going to die for sure, totally content where it's at right now, getting its color back. Sweepers are always out now. It's just perfect. This is the one that used to walk around and then it was pale, and so this guy is a winner. A little hawkfish hanging out back there. A little side shot of the tank. Everybody's loving it. They're all getting along. Water's nice and crystal clear. And if you notice, the glass is pretty clear as well. I have not scraped the glass for, today's the 6th day, number 6. And let's actually go to the filtration, and we'll talk about that a little bit, and maybe on why the glass is so clean. Alright, so not much has changed down here. A few things, but I think a few important things. So let's go over here to the right side. Still running just carbon in the reactor, nothing else. Auto top off is awesome. It's been 5 days as well for the since I filled the auto top off all the way. I've only added 1 gallon and it's not even halfway down yet, so not much evaporation coming out of the tank. I have changed my refugium light. You guys know that I used to have the 150 watt UFO light. Well, I had to take that off, and I made the decision to do it because I was doing a lot of thinking, and you know, the tank is only about 2 months old, so there's not a whole lot of nitrates and phosphates in the tank for the Chaeto to eat and grow. And I was using that grow light, and I'll tell you what, it grew my Chaeto like crazy. And then once there was nothing else for the Chaeto to really eat, it kind of stopped growing, stayed a nice dark green, but then I started getting all kinds of hair algae and just really nasty, scummy stuff on the walls inside the refugium. It didn't make its way out anywhere else, but I thought to myself, you know, 150 watts on macroalgae in a brand new system might be a little too much. So I got this PAR 38 bulb. It was $9.99 on eBay. It's 24 watt. It's the full spectrum bulb, and it's been on here I don't know, a couple days, at least a week. I think Thursday will be a full week. So and it's not growing any gross stuff in the refugium, and like I said before, the glass up top is spotless. So I think the whole ecosystem thing is working well. I did add some matrix. I had 2 bottles of matrix that I threw in here. These are the 50 gallons each, so it's 100 gallons worth. They're just sitting in down there. I have a project going down in the basement that you guys will see at the end of the week. It's not ready for me to unveil, whatever. I'm hungry, so I'm thinking of veal. I want some veal parmesan now. Han, go get me some veal parmesan. Okay, so let's get back to why this skimmer's going bonkers. I added some ChemiClean last week. I had a little cyano. Actually, I had a lot of cyano, and I think it was also because of that UFO light and just the tank being too clean. So I used some stuff to get rid of the cyano. That worked, but I think it cleaned out my skimmer so much that it's making it break in all over again, which is kind of annoying. But last time this took about 10 days, and since I am feeding heavy to the tank, I don't think it's going to take long to get back to normal. So, but that's it. That's all. Everything's doing good, and I'm happy. And like I said before, if you guys are watching up to this point, not a sneak peek, but maybe I'll just give you a sneak little bit of information. What's the word I'm looking for? Somebody leave me a comment. So I have a whole new system going in downstairs in the basement, and I'm pretty excited about it, and I think you guys will be excited about it as well. So stay tuned for that. That will be hopefully Friday, Saturday, or Sunday's update. So one last little shot of the tank. Thanks for stopping by on this little, update. As I said before, it's just doing real good right now. And I'm gonna turn this off and put my nose to the glass. Like I said before, find that time to do so. And hope you guys enjoyed. Later.